Okay, I'm back again. Sorry about that. Just had one of those cold callers at the door. But thankfully, as soon as I say I rent, they've disappeared. But it does get a bit annoying. They sort of, it's just a bit of a pain. But anyway, so yes, I've got my little list here. So I've mentioned about the meal out. I have got a new sideboard. Got it from a charity shop. So chuffed to nuts with that. It's a lovely blue. So the sideboard, I must stop saying, I keep saying that and then I still do it. So there's a new, brought the sideboard that was in my craft room into the lounge, which I was showing a bit. And that's got like all my sewing stuff in, so it's really handy for when I want to do, see, I'm on the ums again. Do my sewing, it's all in here. My sewing machine's on the end of the dining table, and nearly a num, but not quite. And I can't think. My brain's gone blank. Sorry. Yeah, so the sewing machine's on the end of the table, and obviously, if we have people, it can quite easily go in the windowsill, sort of thing. Or if needs be, then if I've got friends here or anybody else and it's in the way, even in the windowsill, then I can ask them to carry it and put it in another room and then bring it back. It's a bit much for me to keep lifting about, so it's handy on the end of the table. So I'm really chuffed with my new sideboard, and it's given a little bit more room in the craft room, which means I can get another unit to put my papercraft in. So I'm really happy that things are taking shape. It seems to be a thing all of a sudden, all us crafters are doing it, because I know Jan, bless her, she's been doing her stash room with the help of her friend Sue. So I'm sure in the crochet world everybody knows Jan. She's a lovely lady, and so Sue. So if you haven't found her, go and look for her. Jan Carruthers, lovely person. But I will say, not just the crochet world, but I find the craft world, 9 times out of 10, everybody is so nice, so helpful to each other. It's lovely. It's really nice. Talking of subscribers, names just popped into my head. I've been making a shawl, which I'll show in a minute, and I was really stuck, and my cousin gave me the pattern, so I thought, well, if I can't find a YouTube channel, I can go back and ask her, because she's made it. But thankfully I found a channel who was doing this pattern, and she did it really nicely, really step by step, nice and close, you could see it. And her name is Joanne, Joanna. Oh, what's her surname? It's her Spanish surname. I'm really sorry, it's Martinez or something like that. So that was really handy. So finally onto the crochet, because I'm sure you're fed up of me rabbiting on by now. I had just a couple of little balls of Stylecraft DK, and I didn't want to put them into the blanket I'm doing at the moment. I could do, but I had quite a bit of those sort of colours already in there, and I just fancied a change. I just wanted a couple of little quick projects to do one evening. So I've done 2 strands together and made these little premature cocoons for that charity I've mentioned before. In case I haven't, it's Needles and Hooks, Premiers and Angels. It's a Facebook, on Facebook, and they take for all different charities, homeless, premies, kids and adults with cancer, homeless, they help so many different charities. So I've made these little cocoons. So I've used a cream, it's all Stylecraft Special DK, so it's nice and soft for the babies, and they prefer pastel-y colours, I mean, they wouldn't mind this if you were doing it, I don't know if you can see that, in adult sort of thing. They wouldn't mind that too much. So yeah, I've done a little girl's one in a pink and cream. I prefer cream than a white, and then this sort of like, it's not a blue, it's sort of a minty green cream one, so a little boy. So I've done 2 of those little ones, so they'll be going in the bag to go off. And then what I'm working on at the moment is, I don't want to unravel it all again because I've had a real pain with this shawl. Whoops, let's just put that down there then. I'm doing it out of James C. Brett, colour MC8, and it's the pineapple peacock shawl. I don't know what is going on. Mine has come out a bit small. I mean, I'm using a chunkier sort of yarn. It says a 6mm hook, but 6.5mm hook, but I've only got a 6. I have just placed an order for some yarn. I've ordered the Pt2 hydrangea kit, 'cause I fancy another big project, but then I can do things in between as well. So I've ordered that, a couple of hooks and some other yarn that was on sale. It should have been like £4.50 a ball when they had it for £2.75 a ball, so I really couldn't go wrong with that. I can't remember what brand it is, but obviously when it arrives I will do a video on that. So yeah, I've had to unpick this shawl several times because I've made a couple of mistakes, and then I got to row 26, did it, and I thought, that's not quite right. It's like curving at the bottom. It was starting to like curl up, and I thought, well, that's not right. So on my phone I went and looked, and I realised that they had done an update on that row, but I hadn't noticed. And so I went and printed it off, gone back, and then I just got really stuck. There was part of the pattern, I've read it probably about 10 times, tried it different ways, just couldn't work it. So when I found Joanne, I think it's Martine's, I hope I'm pronouncing that, thing, and she did a step-by-step, I was like, oh, you silly woman, that's what it made sense. So anyway, so I've got the points to do now, these bits. I've got these bits here to finish off, and then the picot border. So I hope by next week I can show you a finished one, because I think I want to try and get back in the habit, and that's the ball. I'm on the second ball. I just love James C. Brett yarn. I love Stylecraft yarn as well. I think those are my two favourite brands. Yeah, so I hope to try and get back to doing a weekly crochet video. Obviously some weeks are tricky and there's hardly any videos, but I want to try and get back to that again. It might only be like little bits like this. It might be a haul video, or me just coming on saying what I've got planned and stuff. Maybe not stuff to share all the time. Yes, so that's all the crochet stuff. I'm just going to turn you round so I can just show you the sideboard. So let me just cover you up for a minute. Oops, that's just, sorry, I'm just going to angle you. So this sideboard was in my, I think of it in a minute. It was in the craft room. So now, I'm sorry, I apologise if you see me and I don't look a good state. So like in, if I can get my hand, so in this one here is like scrap fabric, the actual embroidery machine, other bits of fabric in there. Oops. I'm not sure if you're going to see in the drawers too well, so sorry, I hope I'm not. And then I've got the stabiliser and stuff like that. If you're not into sewing, then stop watching. So I'll just turn you over here. Sorry, you can see Lexi's bed. We've had to move that, but she likes it being in the sun. And then I've got all my fabric, you know, great big bits of fabric, and a lot of that's been given to me. So, and then if I come up, in the top bit is like the embroidery hoops, bottom bits threads. Middle drawers I won't show you in, but I can tell you what is in each one. So in the top one is plain fabric, patterned fabric, and then the bottom one has got bigger scrap fabric, sort of thing that I use in other crafting. So I'm going to say bye-bye. Hope to see you all soon, and take care. Bye.